Okay, everyone, I am back again after a long hiatus, and just want to apologize to you guys. I haven't been able to upload for quite some time. I've been constantly getting sick. My son has been back to back getting sick, and it's been rough. It's been very rough these past couple months. Work has also picked up, and it's finally time that I created another video now that things are kind of winding down, and I'm able to dedicate several hours out of my schedule, out of my routine, out of whatever you want to call it, and we could finally start playing Go again. So it's been a long time. Doesn't mean I haven't been playing Go. I've been on and off, maybe once or twice a week at my club, but we haven't been training at all the last several months, and so let's get back into it. Now, I can't tell if it's a little too loud. Let me see here. I'm gonna try. I can't tell if it's a little too loud on my end, so I am gonna lower my volume, but I'm hoping that the music is okay for you guys. And let's get into it. Again, we are 1Q. We are 69 matches. 69 matches in. And we are at 1Q, and we are hoping within the next several episodes to advance to Dawn level. And I'm quite excited about the next upcoming weeks, months, because we are actually going to be doing a lot of gameplay, and also in the real world. There is a lot of tournaments upcoming this coming summer months, and I will be doing some live streaming of those, so I'm really excited about that. I don't know if I'll be doing it on this YouTube channel or on the actual tournament channels. I'll let you guys know as soon as we get closer to the date, but I'm quite excited. This is something that I've been really promoting, which is having more commentators for the game of Go, and it's always great to see everyone else's perspective, you know, and being able to share that with you guys on a mass scale. So anyways, let's get started. We are up against a 2Q. It's been a while since I've played, so I don't know how well I'm gonna be playing, but we are at 1Q, and I might lose this. I really might just lose this. So let's get our axes up. We are on a time setting here, and I do want to have this to be as close to the axes as possible. Let's move, no, not that one. There we go. Let's move this slightly closer, and it's slightly off, guys, and I apologize for that, but let's get started here. We're gonna take the 4-4 corner. And Hong Ji-hoon, the AI that we are playing up against, is also going to be doing a 4-4 corner. Let's do a 3-4 corner. Okay, so let me collect my thoughts here, because it's again been a while since I have commentated while playing, and as you guys know, you know, trying to multitask while focusing in on a game is extremely difficult to do. But let's see here. I have 30 minutes, so I think I'm okay. We're not really saying much. We're just saying I can either do influence or territory. They are really going for influence, doing both 4-4 openings, and so I like the idea of the approach. It kind of builds in line with, you know, what I want to draw out right here. So I want to draw this whole area out, but the counter pincer is a little difficult to kind of deal with, especially when my stone is slightly farther away. With the counter pincer, we can kind of read it out. If he counter pincers, I jump, he saves his corner, I press him on top, and then we just kind of drag it. And because this stone is one stone away, I kind of don't like the idea of doing a knight's approach here. I can always do a high enclosure of this area, or I can do a high approach over here, or just take an extension. Like I could just really take an extension. But you know what? Let me try this out. I don't know if this is the right idea. But I figured that if I do a high approach here, he might counter pincer, and we can kind of, yeah. You know what? Let me try it. I'm gonna try it. I kind of like the idea of taking some influence away from him, and I can always go into a 3-3. So let me try this. It is slightly far. He might counter pincer. No, he doesn't. Okay. Well, if we're going to have a nice and safe game, then I'm going to make a base. Just keep it simple. He might invade. Yep. As rightfully so. And I actually don't mind him invading, just because now it gives me the opportunity to kind of just close the skirt. Again, I'm taking 4th line. So I'm already saying I want influence in the center here. And if he undercuts me, we just jump out and we're out. So this counter pincer seems pretty nice. I mean, if he kind of invades in, then he's going to be in for a fight, which I am okay with. But let's do a counter pincer, closing our skirt on our corner side right here. He's probably going to jump. And that's rightfully so. And again, my group is behind enemy lines now, so we want to jump out, kind of put pressure on these 2 stones. He might kind of come in here, do a counter pincer in here. Okay. He is saying that he wants out. I want to keep putting the pressure on while protecting my corner. So I'm going to do a shoulder hit right here. And just kind of just finish it off. He might push. We might go one more. He might push, and then we Hane right here. Fixing our shape. So I'm thinking that's an okay move. Just stay connected. He might jump out, or he might push one more. Yep. Okay. And now we're good. Okay. Now he does have an undercut peeping move right here, but I don't think it's going to do too much. He can't really slide here. So I'm thinking I am okay. We have Sente now. Let's play elsewhere. Now we do have our group right here. It is a little tight. I kind of don't like how tight it is. So I kind of want to just spread out. I don't know if it's a time to spread out right now. I mean, I can see like a white stone right here, and then we are now running. That might be okay, but you know what? I want to just ask him a question really quick and ask him what he wants to do. So I'm going to attach right here because I am feeling a little pinch between the 2 sides. Okay. And he's giving me some area to breathe in underneath here, which I absolutely love. Now he could try to take it away. And I could kind of peep underneath, try to undercut him and connect my bases together. That is also a move. Yeah, I kind of just want to... I know this is a very slow move right now. We're out. We have, you know, ability to kind of make life under here. If he slides, it's just the sliding that irritates me, because then I really have to look for life. But I think that's more later in the game. I think that this is okay for me right now. If he slides underneath, we just block right here or block right here, right? He pushes, we block. Things are okay. All right, so corner, side, center. We have a corner. He has a corner that we can invade, and he has a corner that he could invade. Our corner here, I think, is okay. We're kind of fighting in the side here, but this white group right here seems fairly weak. I can poke right here, poke, and then make a tiger's mouth to disconnect. I kind of like that. And I kind of like to have some stones in the northern part right here. So I'm looking to attack this group later. So I do want some stones in this region, right? So I'm thinking I'm just going to take an enclosure over here, prepping to attack this group soon. Now, which direction should I go? This one kind of reduces his ability to spread out. So I think I'm just going to take an enclosure. That's fine. Again. That is his right. And because he did this, I kind of want to just build a nice wall right here. So I'm thinking the counter pincer might be pretty nice. He might jump, right? But since we've already have an enclosure, I can follow him down, straight down, building a nice stick. So I think I'm going to do that. He might invade. And if he invades, that's okay. We build our wall. Yep. We just disconnect. Okay. He'll take the corner. That's fine. We will Hane. Okay. Now let's see what he does. Okay. And then we could connect, or we could do what AI says to do nowadays, which is disconnect the white stone completely. And he might try to say, okay. Let's just do this. Okay. That was a weird move on his part. Okay. Can we net? He has 1, 2, 3 liberties. I have 1, 2, 3 liberties. So I'm thinking a loose net will be fine. He might Tiger's Mouth here. I could do an attach. You know, why not? Why not just do an attach? I'm thinking that's okay. Okay. Now the question is the ladder. The ladder is the issue here. Now I could net. And then it is a fight. Again, 1, 2, 3 liberties. I do want to be mindful of the liberties here. But you know what? Knight's move. He pushes, we block. He Ataris, we kind of go out, and then he starts pressing on these 2 white stone or 2 black stones right here. Is also quite heavy. If we go here, he pushes, we block, and then we start doing a ladder situation. I don't know. I'm thinking just back off. It's already surrounded. And I'm thinking the knight's move away is a nice way to kind of get into this area right here, down here. Okay. Yes, we saw that already. That is fine. Okay, so we're just going to block. He might Atari, which is his right. Now we could block in this direction. We could connect. He might try to do something here, and then we go down and we just take back our corner. That's fair. So I'm thinking, let's do it. You know, he's gonna try to capture these 2 stones. We're just gonna push down, and again, his 3 stones are in trouble. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties. He needs to watch it. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 liberties. And again, we can always disconnect right here. I'm going to start taking, okay, 1, 2, 3 liberties to 3 liberties. Ooh, this is tough. This is really tough. Yeah, I gotta keep an eye on this here. This is getting dicey here. If I block the Ataris, I'm dead. Doesn't work. If I Hane, now if I block here, he connects. Right? I go one more. He Ataris. then I'm dead. Yikes. Big yikes right now. Big yikes. Now, we could just force him to take these stones, right? We could force him to take those stones. Our 2 stones here is in trouble. You know what? Let's force him. Take the stones. I think that's the best option right now. We're going to shove him into this tiny little corner. Okay. And... okay. And then we are going to start building our wall right here to face this direction. Okay. Okay. That was weird. Let us disconnect this one white stone from everybody. Okay, we're gonna block. Again, he has to be careful now. Good. So we can Atari. Yes, we are going to Atari. Yes, this is a ladder in our favor. Okay. Again, I'm not too worried about that. Okay, again, we're trying to kill this group here. Okay, again, he's making a lot of weak groups. And I want to stay strong. If he pushes, again, we just cap right here. That's an Atari. He has to take those stones. If we move here, we have a single stone, so I'm going to strengthen my bit a little bit over here. And we'll just... Knights move away, getting closer to what we are truly after, which is this big group over here. Push, he Ataris, we block. Again, he is in trouble. Now these groups are getting a little bit dicey, right? We're getting surrounded, so I'm going to come in and make a base, build an extension, kind of save my group here. Okay. Very weird. Now, let's see if the ladder works. Well, if I jump, he has to connect, and then we just start building. If I cut, right, he's going to make a tiger's mouth, which is a very strong shape. That means this is going to be much harder to attack. We Atari, he goes down. We have 3 in a row, which is not a good sign. We Atari, he goes out. He has a ladder breaker. So the ladder doesn't work for us. So I'm thinking just kind of build this area right here, right? Just step away. Step away, put pressure on this one white stone, that's fine. He might push through, we can Hane. Okay. And again, make good shape, protect the cut. We do have a cut right here, and it is a thing. Okay. If he cuts, we Atari, he pushes down. It's an issue, so I'm going to come back and fix my cut. And I'm thinking here. Can I go here? Maybe? Not too sure. He cuts, we Atari, he comes out, we push. He comes out. We block. I'm thinking here is okay as well. But here seems a little bit safer. Because if he starts moving this piece out, Atari out, Atari, and then he Ataris we take, and then it leads to some issues. You know what? Just connect is also an ideal solution. But that is a very slow solution. You know what? I'm going to protect my cut right here. I think this is safe. Okay, we have a base. We got some points. Okay, that is fine. He's deciding to push through, so we are going to make our bamboo right here, really connecting our shape. Okay, I'm liking that. Now he's going to try to do something here. Okay, so it looks like us attacking this group is not really gonna work anymore. We can still kind of undercut it right here. That's fine. We can still kind of nip it right here. But it's looking like this stone here is not gonna be super strong anymore. Through, block, cut. Atari, we come out. Yeah, it leads to a lot of issues. Okay. Well, I could push. He Ataris, we Atari. He fills, we disconnect. And then we're out. So let's try that. Let's get into a very complicated fight right now. He has a lot of weak groups, right? So we're just gonna Atari. If we go for Ko, that's fine. But I'm looking at this, and this looks very dicey for him. Yep. And we're just gonna come on out. How? Right here? Right? We could. He Hanes. We protect our cut, right? He fills. I'm thinking. We could also jump out, but that causes him to kind of escape. And I kind of want to put pressure on these center white stones here. If you're not going to give me the bottom, then give me the center. Okay, that is absolutely fine. Oh. Yes. Now, I still have to come out. If he Ataris, we Atari, right? Now, I have 3 liberties. I want to do this right now. But again, I'm in danger right here, right? This group right here is in an immediate help right now. So let's just come out again, putting pressure on these black stones or white stones here. Now I have 4 liberties. I'm thinking I am safe, so we're gonna come out. He's gonna try to hit this group. No, he's not. Okay. So I am just going to take the lead. I have 4 liberties, but I'm going to take the lead and just hit this. So as he's attacking this group will die first. And I'm thinking I'm happy with that. Okay. He's trying to escape again. Now I'm going to put pressure on these 4 stones, because he can't escape at all, right? There's no way that he could escape. I could do this. 3 liberties. I have 3 liberties, right? If I do this, he cuts, we Atari, he comes out, we come out, he comes out, we come out. It strengthens his, but if I start attacking this, he's just going to seal me off and really take this, right? So I have 2 options. I go here. No, I'm going to go on this side. If he cuts, then we just come out. Can I Atari? Come out. Atari. This is Sente. This is a crane's nest right here. Okay. Atari. Did I screw up? Did I screw up? I did. I screwed up. He has to take. Okay, so this is where I should resign. I did lose. And this is where AI is going cuckoo. Because he went through a crane's nest. I take, I live. And he has a lot of weaknesses, and he's going to die. So, in fairness of the whole situation, I know I could keep playing. I know that at this point, AI lost its marbles, and I know that I misread. That was absolutely my fault. I've misread this whole sequence. I thought I was ahead, and I didn't. I got greedy. So I am going to respectfully decline and resign this game, knowing that the AI made a dumb move on the crane's nest. I can immediately capture, and essentially the AI would have lost the whole game. So I'm going to resign. It's the right thing to do. Yeah. So game result. You guys can see that move right here. I'm already ahead by 50 points because of that move. I should not be. Okay, so it's an AI game, but let's review. Let's take a look, right, at the game, and you guys can see at that last move right here, this last move, right? White was ahead by 50 points. Black played. White filled, and now black is ahead by 50 points. I was already losing, so I've lost. I admit it. Move on. All right, let's see, where was I? So at this point I got greedy. This is the point where I got greedy. Okay, now in this situation I honestly should have just protect my shape. He might play an Atari. We might fill, right? And, you know, he might try to cap. But again, this leads me to doing a double Atari later. Okay. where I'm out. So I should have just protected. I shouldn't have gotten greedy, right? So let's just look at what AI says to do here. So yeah, 98%. I would have won if I played here. I should have just protected. White might most likely connect, and then I just keep pushing through, reducing white attacking this group. I should have just done that, right? White will probably just go down. Nope. It's saying that black should, interesting, protect. Either or, right? Either one of these, focusing on the pinch right here. Okay. And I would have been up by 13 points if I just played safe, protected. I didn't need to do anything unnecessarily. White pushes, black moves here, right? White clamps, or no, actually, you know what? White is going to do this, and then black just invades or protects or does something else. It doesn't really matter. So at that point, we see that black has the 96% win rate. I should have won that just playing safe. I knew I should have played safe. I got greedy. I wanted to kill this white group right here in the crane's nest. So if you guys look at my logic here. Okay, let's get back. Can I go back here? Right here. Okay, you guys can see I was still up ahead by 0.7 in this position. I was ahead right here. This whole sequence right here, I was already ahead by 10 points. Okay, white plays. And in my mind, I was thinking, oh, I'm going to move up and then white's going to play here and then I can come back and defend. I did not read that I had bad shape, right? Or even white does this, right? Crane's nest. Uh-oh, you take. Okay, well, Atari. Or if you try to take or sorry, push through, you know, Atari, and take. So that was what I read. Okay, this is what I read. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. We're back into the saddle. I've lost this game respectfully. I've lost this game. I misread. That was my fault. But strategy wise, let's just, before we leave, let's just take a look at the AI, what it says. So I was in the lead for a good chunk, and then at this point, when I've lost this corner, white was ahead. And we knew that. We knew white was ahead in this corner. And again, I had a plan. It's not all is lost. White took the whole corner. That's 15-20 points. I got to get that somewhere else, right? Now, granted, white doesn't have that much territory. We do have a forcing move. And what I thought of was this. Push, block, attack. Now he has a lot of weak groups here that I can start messing around with, right? If he comes out here, well, we could disconnect. Okay, he can't really do a ladder situation here. I mean, he could, right? Again, he's an Atari, so it doesn't bode well for him. And if he decides to save on the other side, right? If he decides to save on this side, then these 4 stones are dead. And I took the whole bottom. He took the side. That's fine. But that was my intention of that move. So I wanted some stones up here so that I could fight. Now, if he blocked this way, then things get a little bit simpler because, again, we push through and we would Atari this way, right? And just kind of force him to take. Right, he can't really take these stones here. He could try, right? Atari, and then we take, right? And then he pushes out, and then we fix our shape. He pushes, we go in, and again, this is as far as I saw with my attack here. So. But I needed some stones up here to be able to attack this and take the whole bottom or the whole side. And so I wasn't too worried about losing my corner up here, especially that if he took a corner, then eventually I could take this corner too, right? And you know, corner for corner, You know, he might have a better deal because he's able to come out, but he can't do anything until he captures this, because this dragon here is also in a predicament. So I use that to my advantage. And so you guys can see in this position, he was winning, but then, you know, him trying to play some Gote moves here, not a smart idea, because this kind of brought me back over here. He filled, rightfully so, and now I took the whole side. And at this point, he has so many weak groups that I'm just building, inching closer and closer to this bottom area right here. And, you know, build a base. Again, if he pushes through, right? If he pushes through, we Atari first. He's forced to take, and we fix our shape, right? Again, how many points did he get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 5 is 14 points. Yeah, he got 14 points in this corner, which is big. But I got this and this down here. Good trade, in my opinion. And I still have my forcing move. Say that he fixes here. I still have this forcing move later on, right? And say he pushes through. Again, make a decision. Which side do you want? Do you want this side or do you want this side? Most likely the AI would take this side, because I do have a weak group here. And if he can, he could start wedging, start causing a lot of weaknesses in my shape, right? And just kind of try to surround. But again, I played this move earlier. And so I have room potential. If he plays here, right, I can kind of force something, maybe, right? Atari, he might reverse Atari. I disconnect, he connects, I go down, okay, and then he tries to do something, and then I have eye shape. So I wasn't too worried of this group, just because I had already a precursor. This is what this move was here for, the D16 move. And so, yeah, if he plays this, again, I'm not too worried. I take this, you know, he starts, going out. He Ataris, we go here. He Ataris, we go here. Okay, or just take, but most likely I'll just run the ladder through if he does this. Again, he's already an Atari, so it doesn't hurt me at all to do this here. So say that we run the ladder through. Right? Say that, and then he fixes. Well, he has so many cuts here that even double Atari, double Atari, right? Even if he tries to do anything here, it's not going to work. Right? He's in Atari multiple times, right? And he's already in Atari in this position right here. We just fill, and then he's dead. So again, there's a lot of variations here, and I wasn't too worried about my groups. My groups were strong. And again, we're just back and forth in this area, right? We're just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it wasn't until my greediness kill it. Oh, anyways, enough of that. That was an extra 6 minutes. Sorry, guys. Have a good day. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.